How high's the water, mama? 2 feet high, right.
We're here at Church's Ferry thanks to BTR Farmers Co-op. It is freezing out here. We're going to hear some very powerful, emotional stories about how the lake is overtaking people's farms, homesteads, livelihoods. As most importantly, as always, when we the people, we're going to be talking solutions. So come on and join me. It's going to be a couple of great shows.
How high's the water, Papa? She said it's 3 feet high and rising. Well, the hives are gone.
Broadcasting live from the BTR Farmers Co-op elevator. We're going to be hearing from families that have had generations of farms. One family we heard last night, 7 generations the farm's been with them, and they're losing it due to water.
We started losing land in about 1993. And out of just under 4,000 acres we had at that time. I suspect, we don't know yet, we have to see what the spring brings. But we're thinking we'll have probably lost about 90% of it.
I was working for a local farmer. He got tired of the water here and he quit. That's how I got started farming on my own. The land I rent from his dad, about 500 acres, and this year we're going to lose all 500 of it. It'll be underwater.
So your farm's gone?
That particular farm I rent, 500 acres is gone, or will be.
3 out of the 4 people that we farm their land for are children of the Depression. They did everything they could to acquire and retain that land. They are the greatest generation, the World War II generation. And those are the people who are now losing their land, losing their income, losing their houses. What does that say about us, how we treat the 80-year-olds and the widows who are losing everything?
Been stonewalled, and I think we need something to grab onto. Something for these landowners to provide them some income until this this thing gets under control or something. Because right now it's something they worked all their lives for this. And this is their retirement, and now it's going away.
Last year, I can tell you, we have over the years lost several roads leading to our place, and we adapt. Like Karen said, we're resilient. You lose one, you figure out another way. When you lose that, you figure out another way, and you keep trying to figure out another way. Well, last year we were down to one way out, and that one way out was when we got to the highway on Old 281. You drove through 10 inches of water on the highway. That was your only way out.
Our counties don't have any money, our townships don't have any money. FEMA comes in and evaluates the roads, and we do get help from FEMA, but with the cost share, we still can't get the roads fixed.
We used to say never. We don't say never anymore. And all we've heard is, we're going to do this, or we're going to do that, or we're going to build up the roads, or we don't ever hear a solution.
So there's an awful lot of water out there, there's an awful lot of water in the upper basin, and it all has to come down here. And sooner or later it has to leave Devil's Lake, and the natural overflow for Devil's Lake is the Cheyenne River. And that's where it has gone at least twice in the last 4,000 years.
I don't always understand the CFS and the things that Jeff was talking about, but I do understand the pressure that this has put on our small communities of Church's Ferry and Penn. The school buses don't run. Some places, FedEx, UPS can't go. Some of our neighbors don't get their mail. They have to go to Minnewacan or Devil's Lake to pick it up, when they can.
Yeah, we're getting to the point after the runoff this year that our bowl is full. And as the UND professor said, once the bowl's full, it becomes a plate and it just spreads out. Every little bit of water spreads out that much more. There's no question we're a farm-based community. I'm sure the tourism in that is great, but the guts of it, the nuts and bolts, is a farm community. Without them, we're certainly dead in the water and not a whole community by any means.
When we look at just this area, we're looking at probably $80 million in lost income this year. You take that times the multiplier, that puts you up something north of $300 million to the economy of North Dakota on an annual basis. $300 million of equity, of earning potential is gone.
That was like 30 deer right there.
Yeah.
You know, and that's the thing with the wildlife. I mean, they're getting so squeezed into, you know, it's like the people. They're getting squeezed in. There's no place for the people or the wildlife to run and hide anymore.
Daddy was a preacher. She was his wife. Just trying to make the world a little better, you know, shine a light. People started talking just to hear their own voice. Those people tried to accuse my father, said he made the wrong choice. Though it might be painful, you know that time will always tell. Those people have long since gone, my father never failed. Even when the rain falls, even when the flood starts rising, even when the storm comes, I am washed by the water. Even when the rain falls, even when the flood starts rising, even when the storm comes, I am washed by the water. Even when the earth crumbles under my feet, even when the ones I love turn around and crucify me.